Pokemon4965 asks how to make a teleportation system. Let's do it on easy mode. The first thing that we need to do is set up two parts in our scene. One is going to be the teleport start and one is going to be the teleport end. I'm going to change the color of the end so it makes a little bit more sense, but this is going to be invisible once we add the code. Then in my teleport start, with my teleport start part selected, I am going to go into the Explorer and rename it to teleport start 1. Then select my teleport end and rename that part to teleport end 1. The matching ones mean that this teleport start will go to this teleport end. Basically what's going to happen is the player is going to walk along, it's going to touch this teleport start, and it's going to teleport them to this teleport end block. There's a little bit more setup that we have to do. Let's go ahead and move this teleport end up off of the ground and change some of their properties. We're going to take the can collide and turn that off, and take the can touch, turn that off, but make sure the part is anchored. With our teleport start, we're going to turn the can collide off, and we're going to make sure the part is anchored. All right, let's dive into the code. So with my teleport start selected, I'm going to hover over and add a script. I'm going to rename the script to teleporter, and I'm going to erase everything that is inside of this script. Now let's follow Mr. Matt's patented 3-step process to build any script. The first step, grab all the important things. So we're going to need the teleport start and the teleport end. So local teleport start equals script.parent. The teleport start is the block that this script is sitting on. Then we're going to need that teleport end part. So local teleport end, and we're going to set that equal to workspace dot, and then the exact name spelled exactly the same way that we did for the teleport end part. So I am looking to type this exactly. And what's really nice about Roblox is once you start typing it, it will code hint for you and you can just click on it or hit enter to put it in there. And now we don't want the part, we want the position of the part. This part, this right here, this teleport end part is nothing but holding a position. So if we move this part around, the location of the teleport end where the player will teleport to will also change. Once we have gotten all of the important pieces, we need to wire up the event listeners. So we're going to say teleport start dot touched :connect, and then let's name our function. Let's call it teleport player. All right, so the teleport start is going to be the one listening for that touched event, and we're just going to connect up this function. This function does nothing right now. Let's go ahead and do step number 3, which is define the function and add the functionality. So function teleport player, spelled exactly the same way we have it spelled right here. So when you highlight it, you should see it highlight the name of your function as well. They should be identical. And this takes one parameter, the hit parameter, which is passed through on this touched event. Hit enter, and now we have this function defined. But we need to do something with it. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find out if it's the player that has touched this teleport block. If you don't know how to go and get the player from a touch, check out our kill brick video. It's going to walk you through this a little bit more clearly, but for us, we're just going to use the steps. So if hit dot parent :find first child. What is the name of that child? We're looking for the humanoid child. Every single player has this humanoid component. Then we're going to do something. So this set of code right here is how you find out if it's the player that has touched any part. You're going to repeat this quite a bit in your scripting career. Now we're just going to move that player to the teleport end. So hit dot parent :move to, and where are we moving them? We're moving them to the teleport end. We're not moving them to that brick. We're moving them to that brick's position. All right. So anytime we're wiring up a function, we're going to use that colon. And anytime we're accessing something in the hierarchy or in the properties, we're going to use that dot. All right, let's run it and let's see if this works. Come over to my teleport start, and there I go. boom, right into the teleport end. This is a teleportation script working just that quickly. I'll show you the code again. Go ahead and build this, and I can't wait to see what you build in Roblox Studio.